Absolute.
Swear at me again, I'll lock you up.
Because you can't use a higher threshold. You can't lock me up for that.
Really?
Yeah, section 5.
Really? You think so? That's it, you can walk him back.
See, he was going to arrest me, guys. Will, sort him out, man. He's horrible, mate.
Right, how's it going?
Him, he pushed me over there. His attitude stinks. He's threatening to arrest me, power spray me. The opposite of you. He needs to be sacked. He needs to be arrested. He should be arrested by fellow officers under your College of Policing to protect members of the public. He should be arrested for that.
Welcome to UK Audit Network, where misconduct is exposed, police and legal conduct is examined, civil liberties are defended, and accountability is demanded. Today's episode is brought to you by DP Audit. Make sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the recognition he deserves. In this episode, DP Audits records one of the most disturbing examples of police misconduct to date. While calmly filming an officer acting disrespectfully toward a member of the public, DP intervenes and urges the officer to behave professionally. Instead of de-escalating, the officer violently shoves DP to the ground, causing injury. Rather than acknowledging his actions, the officer escalates the situation further by threatening arrest. A substantial legal claim is now pending, and this officer may ultimately face dismissal.
Listen, I ain't got time for this.
Don't speak to me like that.
Come speak to me, yeah? Right, You've been causing some issues.
No, he ain't. He hasn't.
I'm talking to him.
No, he ain't.
Okay, I'm
Oi, calm yourself down.
Away.
Calm your attitude down. Speak to public respect.
Listen, go away.
I'm telling you to calm down.
Go away.
Yeah, I'm DP Audit. Respect.
Thank you.
I'm carrying on all I want. Speak to the public with respect and integrity like you're meant to.
Another unit, please.
Why is there no police here?
Go and speak to the inspector.
You call through now and tell him to send police.
No, you don't tell me what to do, pal.
Oh, shut your attitude up as well,
Right,
you.
go
Wind
away.
your neck in.
Wind
Wind your neck in, yes.
Wind my neck in.
Yeah,
Step
you're
away
the
from me,
police
please.
officer.
Step away from me.
See that? That's a claim and a half. You're getting a claim against you. You little You're losing your job, you little...
Yeah, you think so?
See that, guys?
That's assault.
Witnesses, yeah?
You do nothing wrong.
You assaulted me.
Right.
On camera.
Otherwise I'll spray you.
Yo, he's off his head. He can't be a copper. That's... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wind your neck and look how bad he is.
When the auditor challenged the officer's rude and aggressive behavior, simply telling him to calm down and rein it in, the response was anything but professional. The officer reacted with raw aggression, using force where none was justified. Shoving someone to the ground over spoken words is grossly disproportionate and entirely indefensible. Even more concerning is the mindset behind it. This was not a split-second reaction to danger or a misunderstanding. It was a deliberate choice to assert authority through physical intimidation because the officer's conduct was questioned. That is not policing. It is ego-driven violence. Officers are expected to accept scrutiny with restraint, not respond with force when their behavior is challenged in public. The presence of multiple civilians only compounds the seriousness of this failure.
Go away.
Nah, I'm in public. Shut your mouth and your attitude up. You're a public of the servant, a servant of the public.
Okay.
There's no, you're breaching the peace.
You ain't spraying him.
Okay.
You ain't spraying him. And I'm doing nothing wrong.
No, you're not. You speak to him like that's what you're doing. You don't get to speak to public like that. You don't get to speak to people like you're speaking to him. That's not how your role works. You're a police officer of the law, serving the crowd and serving the people. Respect and integrity. Remember your oath and your College of Policing training. You're absolute disgrace. The way you push me over now, you're getting a claim against you. You're getting sued.
Right.
You should lose your job for that as well.
Yeah, okay, we'll see.
Yeah, we will see, won't we? And you're going to be all over the internet. Do you know how many people are going to see you? You're live now.
Good. Good for you.
Welcome to YouTube, you how about that?
Okay, swear at me once more, I'll lock you up.
Ah, higher threshold. Is there any complainants? Is there any complainants for my swearing? Any complainants? Your officers need to arrest you.
Okay.
You assaulted me.
Right.
You need to arrest your fellow officer. Section 26, he just pushed me on the ground, threatened me with power for telling him to rack himself. Nah, arrest your officer now.
The auditor correctly argues that the officer's conduct may amount to an offense under Section 26 of the Criminal Justice and Courts Act 2015, which criminalizes the abuse of power or misconduct by police officers while on duty. This was not a volatile arrest, nor was it a response to a genuine threat. The auditor was assaulted solely for challenging unprofessional conduct. The incident closely parallels the case of former South Wales police officer Richard Helling, who was convicted under Section 26 for abusing his position. In both cases, authority was not used to enforce the law, but misused for personal control. Helling's conviction reinforces that such abuses are taken seriously and establishes a clear precedent for accountability.
You're online on YouTube, you're going on YouTube, you don't do your jobs correctly, you're going to look like idiots. Now he's assaulted, he's assaulted me, mate.
We need to work out what's gone on.
He's pushed me, his foot to me like that because he was speaking to him like Clubber and told him to speak to members of the public respect, like you're meant to and professionally, and that is the worst example. He needs to be fired, he's getting sued, or we're putting a claim against him. That was outrageous. Arrest him. Arrest him. Do your job that the College of Policing tells you to arrest him.
You need to relax. You need to calm down.
You need to arrest him.
You hear? You need to talk to me. Tell me what's going on.
What's
obviously dealing with.
He was talking to him, and the way he was speaking to him was disgusting. The way you do not speak to members of the public like that. The way he was disgusting. Everything about him was disgusting. He's going to get. Do you know how many views he's going to do online now?
Well,
he'll go viral with the way that was. That was one of the worst situations I've ever seen. I've done this for a year now. You need to arrest him.
Okay, well, we're not going to arrest him. But
You're not going to arrest your colleague when he's just broke the law and assaulted a member of the public.
But you're entitled to make.
What does your College of Policing treat you at the beginning? When you call your officers? No, you listen to me. He has assaulted me and broke the law.
Listen to you. You're entitled to make a complaint online.
You're getting sued, mate.
Okay.
Look at him. Look
Number
at him.
one lesson: don't put in my personal space.
Rather than addressing the legal concerns raised, the officer immediately adopts a victim narrative, acting as though his personal discomfort outweighs the public's right to accountability. But personal space or emotional unease is not lawful justification for assault, particularly from someone entrusted with enforcing the law. Officers are trained to remain composed in challenging situations. This entitlement to use force based on discomfort is dangerous. It shifts policing away from legality and toward personal power. When confronted, the officer did not explain, disengage, or de-escalate. He resorted to violence and later attempted to justify it using a vague, invented rule. That behavior does not meet professional standards. It is misconduct, plain and simple.
Look at him.
Okay.
Right, identify yourself.
7459.
Name, station.
Okay, don't need to give money.
Yes, you do.
No.
3 forms. You've used your powers against me. 3 forms of identification.
Don't point at me.
I'll point like the one. No.
Yeah.
3 forms of identification. You're going to push me again, are you?
If you can put in my space, yes.
Oh, you're in my space now. What would happen if I
What
pushed
I'm
you?
doing? Well, you can try.
Ah, see what I mean?
Yeah.
See this, people?
Yeah.
You're welcome to YouTube.
Have a good day.
What's name and fucking station
Have a
as
good
well?
day, sir.
Name and station. I don't know. On his name and station, he's got to give 3 forms of identification.
Under College of Policing guidelines, officers are required to identify themselves when requested, particularly following any use of force. This requirement exists to protect the public and ensure accountability. It is not optional. Yet after committing a violent act, the officer refuses to provide his name, rank, or station. That refusal is deeply concerning. By making himself unidentifiable, the officer obstructs transparency and undermines public trust. Accountability cannot exist without identification. This refusal is not merely arrogant, it appears calculated, ensuring that misconduct remains difficult to challenge or report.
Have a good day. You ain't going to have a good day when it follows through on you. Welcome to YouTube as well.
Thank you.
Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at the state of him.
Really?
Yeah, the state here.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Absolute.
Swear at me again, I'll lock you up.
Because you can't use a higher threshold. You can't lock me up for that.
Really?
Yeah, section 5.
Really? You think so? That's it, you can walk him back.
See, he was going to arrest me, guys. Will, sort him out, man. He's horrible, mate.
Right, how's it going?
Him, he pushed me over there. His attitude stinks. He's threatening to arrest me, power spray me. The opposite of you. He needs to be sacked. He needs to be arrested. He should be arrested by fellow officers under your College of Policing to protect members of the public. He should be arrested for that.
Let's be clear about the context. The auditor had just been assaulted. He was injured, shaken, and emotionally distressed, a completely natural response after being attacked by a public servant. Swearing in such circumstances is not harassment or disorderly conduct. It is an expression of shock and distress. The officer's immediate threat, stating that further swearing would result in arrest, is not only unprofessional but abusive. Police officers are held to a higher standard precisely because of their training and authority. They are expected to de-escalate volatile situations, not weaponize their power against emotional reactions. This incident demonstrates a complete lack of remorse, self-awareness, and respect for public trust.
You should have arrested him.
As you know,
You should have arrested him. Wait till you see the footage.
we can't arrest anyone, as you know. As a piece
You
of
can't know.
No.
They should have arrested him.
So what you can do, if you want to make a complaint?
Well, I've never
There is a
experienced
process.
anything like him.
Well, I haven't seen
Ever,
it.
mate.
Let me hear what you said.
Ever. You know I'm sound with you when you say sound.
So you know what?
I've never experienced
Let me
that.
say one thing.
He is a dangerous police officer. He should
say
not be
one
in the
thing to
police.
you.
You should not be in the police. You are a dangerous police officer. You are a dangerous police officer. You should not be in a front-facing role. You should not be going out the public. You are disgusting. You are a shame.
Stand back.
Shameful. Shameful. You should not be a front-facing officer to the public. You are a danger to the public, my friend. You're the reason people like me exist, because of people like you.
You know that as well as me, this place is covered in cameras. Okay? So, ergo, if you have a complaint, and you're an auditor, you probably feel...
I've got it on film, yeah, I will.
Mr. What can I call you?
Just call me DP.
DP.
Or Paul, call me Paul, call me Paul.
So, if you want to make a complaint, which is really alright, whatever happened will be covered in cameras, won't it?
He cannot be in a role as a police officer, I'm sorry.
What I would suggest...
I'm not having a go at you, that was outrageous.
What I would suggest is, after an incident like that, our adrenaline is high, which can lead to action...
Nah, when you see the footage, there's no excuse for his behaviour then. Initially.
Whatever's happened is happened.
The justification offered by the second officer is equally alarming. Minimizing a clear assault by citing high adrenaline attempts to normalize violence by those specifically trained to control their emotions. Police officers are not civilians engaged in a street confrontation. They are professionals entrusted with authority and expected to remain calm under pressure. Statements like "whatever has happened" are blatant attempts to dismiss wrongdoing and evade accountability. If a member of the public assaulted an officer and offered the same excuse, it would never be accepted. This double standard is precisely what fuels public distrust and resentment.
Just try and bring...
Nothing's going to get done about it.
Hang on, no.
Nothing's going to get done about it.
Whatever's happened, you would try and just get your adrenaline down, carry on with what you're doing, auditing, whatever, seeing what's going on, videoing.
Yeah.
And then...
Where's the police presence,
when
man?
your adrenaline is high, you can react to things that you won't normally react to.
To be honest with that proper then, the reason I snapped at him, because the way he was talking to this fella here was the most, honestly, you know what I'm like, Will? If you sound, I'm sound with you. This was the most outrageous thing I've seen from a police officer in probably my life, Will. And I've been beaten up by you and everything. That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Shameful, and I hope he's reprimanded when you get back to the station. I hope you tell him that he's wrong in what he's doing, and do what your college of policing tells you to call your fellow officers out. That's the professionalism you need to do, because of these sort of things, them comments is ruining your relations with the public. So you need to tell them, and I hope you do, Will, because that was disgusting, mate.
The auditor accurately identifies one of the most serious failures in modern policing: the silence of officers who witness misconduct. The College of Policing Code of Ethics explicitly requires officers to challenge unprofessional behavior, including that of colleagues. Integrity and accountability demand action, not silence. Every time misconduct is ignored, it erodes public confidence and damages the credibility of the entire institution. The public is watching, and silence speaks volumes. Officers must be willing to hold one another accountable, or the badge becomes meaningless and public service becomes a hollow claim.
This was the worst attitude I've seen from a police officer
really
in my entire life. And I grew up ghetto and shit.
I'm not saying you're lying, I'm not saying it didn't happen, I'm just saying I'm surprised. And that's
Well,
me being
yeah.
really straight.
You'll still see the footage anyway, and you're going to be in shock. Yeah, and you know what I'm like? I was telling him, at first he kind of relaxed a little bit, and then I think his ego took back over. And then he had to start.
It's really surprising. As long as you're alright.
No, I'm alright.
That's the most important thing.
Tell him all KHNK solicitors will be in contact with him soon.
I didn't hear.
Tell him the solicitors will be in contact with him soon, man. Oh, and I will go to the ISP, all that, right? Go through them methods. I want him removed as his role as a police officer. After that, today, he should not be a police officer. I know he's your friend, Will, but I'm sorry, he shouldn't. It's dangerous. Can't be having danger like that.
The auditor's decision to pursue legal action through HNK solicitors is a necessary and justified step toward accountability. What occurred here was not ambiguous or situational. It was a clear abuse of power. The officer assaulted the auditor for calling out unprofessional behavior, refused to identify himself afterward, and then attempted to criminalize the auditor's emotional response. Another officer compounded the issue by attempting to excuse the assault altogether. This case exposes more than the actions of a single officer. It reveals a wider institutional failure, a culture that prioritizes loyalty over legality and comfort over conduct. The auditor refused to be intimidated and is now seeking justice, not only for himself, but for every member of the public who expects professionalism from those sworn to serve. We will continue to follow this case closely. One thing is certain, there is no place in policing for behavior like this, and accountability must follow.